Okay, and that's that. We've got all the vegetables that we're going to use tonight chopped up and good to go. The soup is ready for all the regulars to come in and start off with that. With the type of weather we've got out there, I wouldn't be surprised. They're probably going to want to put something warm in their bellies. All of the meat is marinated as well. All you have to do is give it a quick fry and they're good to go. Apart from that, everything is spick and span. There's not one crevice in here that you will find that's dirty.
Well, Laura, that's amazing to hear. You're my little superstar, you are. When you told me that you wanted to come in later today to do the prep, I was a little bit worried. Using the way I've told everyone to do it takes quite a bit of time. The fact that you said that you found a fast way to do it really surprised me. You've only been working here for a couple of months. How is it that you've been able to get so good at this job so quickly?
Well, I'm not really sure what I can tell you, Michael. I guess being in this industry is my type of thing. I was made to do something like this.
Is that so? Well, let me tell you something. Laura, you're quite an intelligent individual. I wouldn't be surprised if you went to university and got some sort of career that interested you. Don't you ever think about going down that route sometimes? Maybe your talents are wasted in a place like this.
Yeah, well, I know what I'm capable of. And I also know what I want to do. I've already evaluated my options and what I can do in my life. I mean, sure, I could go off and study and probably do a really good job at it. But is it going to be something I enjoy? That's a different question. Anyway, I really love this restaurant. I love the customers, I love doing the cooking. I love having you as a boss. You really inspired me to do something good here.
Well, I guess the feeling is mutual then, Laura. I can't tell you how much of a boon it is to have you here. I mean, sure, all my other workers are fantastic as well. I love every single one of you. You all do a very good job. I try to reward everyone handsomely for it. But then there's you. You go a mile further, taking on extra duties, being one of the main chefs in the kitchen. It's honestly a really big help.
Well, I'm happy to be of service. Don't forget that I'm your part-time therapist as well. I'd say that's one of my more important duties around here.
You're not wrong about that. I don't even include that in your paycheck. I think someone has to get a raise by the end of this month. That is long overdue, to be honest.
Speaking of being your therapist, how are things going lately? Are you starting to get along with the in-laws?
Oh boy. That time has started now, has it? To answer your question, no. I have to tell you, I really married a woman with one hell of a family. I don't know if I'm lucky or if I'm unlucky. The perks of being with my wife are a huge bonus, but at the same time, dealing with her dad is still a pain. I just don't know what I can do to get along with the guy. For some reason, he hates me. There's something inherent about me that he doesn't like. I'm still doing my best to search around and prod to see what he's got an issue with, but I haven't had much luck so far.
Wow, that's really sad to hear. I think you're an amazing guy, Michael. I hope he sees that someday.
You know what, Laura? It's really good having you around. You're the only person to say that type of thing to me. It really helps with my mental state. Anyway, you know what? Speaking of my in-laws, I'm going to have dinner tonight with them. My wife and I are going to visit their house. Wish me luck. Let's just hope that they don't poison my food or something.
Okay, come back in one piece. I may be your super worker, but I don't know if I can run this place all on my own.
Disappointing. What happened yesterday was absolutely disappointing. I cannot believe that happened. You ought to be ashamed of yourself, Michael. How can you call yourself a real man after displaying such carelessness like that? Are you still going on about that, Martin? I already heard enough of your opinions yesterday. I get it. Things didn't live up to your expectations. I already heard enough of it. Are you seriously gonna lecture me today, too? I have a lot of things to do. I get that I screwed up, but I really just want to get on with what I've got to do. I'm gonna lecture you as much as I need to. As much as necessary. Let me tell you something, Michael. There's a lot of work that needs to be done with you. You're far from a possible candidate to marry one of my children. Yeah, well, I'm afraid that you're a little bit late to the ship. Your daughter has already decided to marry me. We've been married for a long time now. It's about time that you accept that reality. Don't think it slips my mind. I'll never forget being at the wedding and the amount of dread for what was to come. Honestly, what was that woman thinking getting with a man like you? What sort of lies did you plant into her head? I know my children. I know the type of people that they want to be with. They don't choose partners that are embarrassingly pathetic at their crap that they invest their time in. I mean, what the hell was that yesterday? Do you really call that a dinner? Is that something you meant to eat with family? You've spent your whole life cooking, haven't you? I thought you could do something better than that. What are you talking about right now, Martin? The dish I cooked for you yesterday wasn't that bad. It's actually something quite similar to something I put on my menu. You telling me that a simple stir-fry wasn't to your liking? Of course it's not. I'm your father-in-law, right? You're meant to be cooking me something that impresses me. Something I haven't had before. Why would you cook me something that you would eat on a regular Friday night? That's just disrespectful. Well, I have to be honest. I think it's very disrespectful to invite me over for dinner and expect me to be the one that cooks. If you had that intention in mind, you could have let me know in the first place. You wanted me to cook everything for you and only had limited access to ingredients. You don't exactly stock your house up with a lot of things that I can use. See, and that's why I know that you aren't the right man for my daughter. That right there is you making excuses. You're trying to blame me for the fact that you can't cook properly. Honestly, I've heard from my daughter about what you want to do with that restaurant of yours. You want to have stores all around the country? Huh! With the type of wimpy mentality that you have, it's not going to happen. You better work on yourself a lot more before you try to do something like that. A guy like you won't last 10 days managing a franchise of businesses. What do you mean, my mentality? You have a soft mentality. I could tell. I've known it from day one. That little restaurant of yours landed in your hands. You didn't have to build it from nothing. You didn't have to struggle to get it. Think about what would have happened if your father didn't pass away in that car accident. What would you actually be doing? Nothing. You got lucky, and you're not even taking advantage of the situation that you have. You could expand and grow if you only had the tenacity to do it. It really is quite sad. Well, I'm sorry, Martin. I respect you as my father-in-law, but you don't have the right to talk about matters that you have no clue about. You don't know how I run my business. You don't know anything about my drive, my determination, and my eagerness to succeed, my eagerness to expand. All you can think about is how much of a pathetic son-in-law I am. And you always view me through those lenses. You don't see the good things that I do, the amount of hours I spend on my business. You know what? I've been married to your daughter for a good 5 years now. You and I have never gotten along. It's taken me this long to ask, but why? Why is it that you talk to me this way? How come you can't respect me? You really want to know? Do I really have to tell you? I thought this should be something that you should know inherently. Well, I honestly don't. If I'm being honest, Martin, I've been very polite with you. I always give in to your demands. Despite the way you talk to me, I still try to maintain a good relationship with you. But I feel like everything I do is one-sided. So yes, I do need a reason. If there's a problem here that I can fix, then I'll do it. That is, if what you're going to tell me is an actual problem. If you just give me nonsense, then I'm not really sure what to do about us. It's very simple. In fact, I'm going to summarize it all into one word. The problem with you is balls. I'm sorry. What did you say? That's right. You heard me. Balls. I don't think you have them. You could pull them out in front of me, and I don't think I would believe what I'm looking at. You're a man without balls, and it's embarrassing to have someone like that be part of my family. Martin, what the hell? What is this crap you're telling me right now? Let me ask you this, Michael. You've been into my study room, correct? Yes. Every time I come over to your house, you just love showing me in there. I've seen it many times. Why? Okay. Well, you would have seen the wall with all the photos of my children. A family tree, if you will. I wasn't like you when I was your age. I actually got busy. I got down to work and got things done. I've had so many children that I've had to fill that wall with photos. It's absolutely overwhelming to look at. How many men have a family that large? How many men have had that many women? Okay, yes, I understand that you have a great family. There's a lot of people there. I can't even remember everyone's name. I should just bow down and praise how amazing you are. Is that something you want? What I want is for you to cut the snarky attitude. It's not going to help you. But my wall is something to look at, isn't it? Let me tell you something, Michael. Every single one of my children has either done something amazing, or they've married someone who's done something amazing. Take one of my eldest children. He's an up-and-coming tennis player. He's been scouted as one of the best potentials for this era. Give it a couple of years and he'll be the face of tennis. Okay, you're talking about the douchebag that doesn't say sorry to you when he bumps into you and spills your drink all over your shirt. Yeah, he's a great guy. Love him. Can't get enough of him. What about my daughter married to that young man, Kevin? What a confident and amazing boy that one is. His whole life he's been trained to have excellent eye coordination. He's been fantastic at operating a vehicle. Where did that skill take him? To the skies! Now he's in the military. He's actually flying jets. He's one of the best they have. He gets assigned to any of the important missions. He's one of their star players. He has a long list of accolades within the military. He's a man that someone can be proud of. He also gets hostile whenever you give him some sort of eye contact. He's always looking for some reason to fight. Much like the job he has in the skies, he's constantly looking down on people. Do you see what I'm trying to get at here, Michael? Am I painting the picture clear enough for you? My family is a lineage of successful and competent individuals. This is our reputation. This is what we are known for. This is how people view me. It's where I get my respect. So what am I going to do when there's a loose chain within my family? What do I do with a guy that can't bring his business to new heights? Some guy who can't even give my daughter a child. That man right there is someone without balls. And I'm embarrassed to have him in my family. That's what all this is about, isn't it? You hate the fact that we haven't had a child yet. You finally caught on. Listen here, Michael. I'm going to be an old man. I want to have many grandchildren come to see me. They're going to be my new happiness. Why is that such a big deal? Can't you tolerate just one of your kids not having a child? You have plenty of other children, don't you? One child isn't anything. That won't do. I'm not going to settle for anything less than everyone. This is the type of person I am. It's this demanding attitude that got me to the place I am now. How about I ask you a question in return? What's your excuse for not giving me a grandson or a granddaughter? Tell me the truth. You're lacking in some certain equipment to get the job done, aren't you? Don't try and lie. That's the reason, isn't it? I don't even know how to respond to that. Having an argument on whether or not I have genitalia is just preposterous. Look, I've had a discussion with your daughter and she's agreed. She's going to wait until I can get my business up and running. I want it to be flourishing. If I have a child, I have to devote my time to it, raising it. I knew you would try and use your business as some sort of excuse. Let's just face it. You don't have what it takes to become a father. That's not true. I love children. I'd love to have my own child someday. But I have a philosophy on this type of thing. If I ever have a child, I'll devote all my time into it. It's going to be the only thing that's important to me in this world. At the moment with my business, I can't prioritize my child. Things are going to get chaotic. Jenny understands this. Her and I have talked about this. We've made our decision. I honestly don't see what that girl saw in you when she decided to marry you. Jenny was the one that I had higher hopes for. She had the most potential. Stunningly good-looking, just like her father, and the wits to match it as well. A charismatic and adoring personality that people would be attracted to. It really is a shame that all of that is wasted on you. Your daughter and I have known each other for a very long time. We've been together since we were in high school. We're two people that can know and trust each other. That counts for something. She's not going to find that in another guy. I know. You've managed to brainwash her into thinking she won't find happiness with a man that's actually a man. The years of bondage you two have built is impressive, I'll say that much. But don't you dare think all of that is going to last forever. You've gotten this far with my daughter on just friendship alone. But she's getting older. She's going to realize a couple of things. She's probably going to start regretting her decision marrying you. Well, we'll just see about that, won't we, Martin? At the end of the day, whether or not you'd like to accept it, I am a good man. I work hard, and a lot of what I'm doing right now is for the future of your daughter and I. If she's a smart person, she'll respect that. Besides, if she tried to break things up with me at this point in her life, how are things going to go for her? I don't think it's going to be that easy for her to find a new partner that quickly. What makes you say that? She comes from a very powerful family. Guys would be interested in that. Perhaps, but let's face the facts. Are they going to be the type of men that you respect? I highly doubt that. They will be the guys at the bottom of the barrel hoping that the dad will give them a payout. Let's face it, I love your daughter for who she is and the history we've had together. Other guys will look at her as easy money. She's an older girl, so it won't take long to crack into her heart. From that point on, they would try to get on your good side. At least I'm real about you and my intentions. You should be grateful for that much. You've got quite a lot of nerve on you, don't you? I think it's really sad that we have to talk this way, Martin. I know you have your prejudices against me, but I'm seriously open to having a good relationship with my father-in-law. We are family at the end of the day. Let's just accept the facts. The likelihood of me breaking up with your daughter is very low. It's better if we just make the decision to get along despite our differences. Don't you think that's the grown-up thing to do? Who do you think you are telling me what the grown-up thing to do is? Who's the older one here? Respect your elders! You've been told to do that since you were a young man, yes? What about respect for me? Look, if you want me to get along with you, you're gonna have to earn my respect. Clearly you're not doing it with your business. You don't have any side operation that you earn income from either. I guess that just leaves us with one other option. Okay. And what would that option be? Maybe you and I can do something together. Something that we both can do. You're getting up there in years, so I'm not going to expect a lot of physical activity. How about we go fishing? That's a good way for us to enjoy ourselves. Are you joking? Fishing? That's something that the common man would do. I don't waste my time on that sort of thing. No, I'm not going to treat you as somebody that I hang out with. You're going to come here and you're going to help clean my house. Help me with the various things that I need done around here. I'm sorry, what now? That's right. You keep telling me that you're a hard worker and you'll do anything for your business. Well, let me see it in action. Let me see how well you do at cleaning my house. If you pass my little test, then why not? I'll start looking on you more favorably. Martin, is this really necessary? Am I honestly going to gain your respect from doing this? This sounds like a really silly idea. You have maids to do that type of thing. Why should I be the one that's doing it? Hey, aren't you listening to what I'm saying? This isn't about whether or not you can do the job. This is about you showing me the type of person you are. Think about it. Let's say that you do come here. You start initiating the tasks that I need you to do. Depending on the attitude you give me at that point in time, I can make a fair assessment of your character. I see. So that's what all of this is about, is it? You want to see how I get a job done? Fine. You know what? I can come over next week. I've got a lot to do with my business. We're getting in a lot of customers recently, and I'm trying to catch up with everything. I'll put some time aside for you, though. That's how much I value us getting along together. Are you kidding me? You're gonna wait a whole week? That's not a good look, Michael. If you really care about us, you'll come over right now. Are you serious right now? I can't do that. I got plans with your daughter. And then I've got to prepare for the service tonight. I'm falling behind enough as it is talking with you. Okay, I see how it is. So clearly everything you were telling me before was just honeyed words. You were just trying to sing music to my ears. You don't actually care about the relationship between us. That's fine. If you want to have it that way, I'm happy to have bad blood between us. The more that my daughter sees that we're not getting on, the more likely she's going to get a divorce. It's a win-win for me. I'll let you choose what you want to do. You come here and you clean my house, or you get a divorce with my daughter. Fine. You know what? I'll come over. But you have to understand how much I'm going out of my way here. I don't have a lot of time. So I hope you're not going to make me do anything stupid. You're going to do whatever I say for you to do. I expect to see you here within the next 20 minutes. What the hell? It takes 40 minutes to drive there. How am I meant to get there in 20? I'm not even ready at the moment. You'll figure it out. Chop chop. Jenny, where are you right now? I'm starting to get really worried. If you're angry about today, you need to have a talk with me about it. There's a reason why I wasn't able to come to our date. Can you please just talk to me and we can work all of this stuff out?
I don't have anything to say to you. I can't believe that you would actually stab me up. Do you know how long I waited there for you? No messages, no calls, no nothing. I even tried to get in contact with you, and you ignored me. Some husband you are.
Jenny, look, I can explain. None of this is my fault. Just give me a chance to speak.
Yeah, right. Here we go. You've had all day to think of an excuse to tell me. Don't worry, I already know you're off with some girl, aren't you?
I'm sorry. What did you say?
Don't think I haven't realized. You and that little twerp at that restaurant have been hitting it off, haven't you? I've seen the way you guys look at each other. The way you talk. Don't think I'm some sort of idiot, Michael.
Wait, hold on a second. You're not talking about Laura right now, are you?
You know damn straight who I'm talking about, Michael. That goody little two-shoes. Don't fall for that fake little smile she gives everyone. It's good for the customers, but you have to be smarter than that. You don't actually think she likes you, do you?
Hold on a second. Now, you seriously think there's something going on between me and that girl, don't you? Jenny, babe, I've committed my whole life to you. I'm not gonna throw it away for some girl that I just met. She's only worked there for a couple of months.
Yeah, and that just goes to show how low you are, doesn't it? It's only been a couple of months and you're already starting to hit on your employees. No wonder you're finding it so hard to set up a new shop elsewhere. You just can't keep your mind off that type of thing. You can't keep yourself focused. All you can think about is getting a piece of some young action.
Hold on a second. This is diverging so far away from what I wanted to talk about. Look, I promise you there's nothing going on between me and that girl. Sure, we get along and I enjoy her company. I'll admit that much. Not only that, but she's a great worker. I'm really appreciative that she's there. But that doesn't mean I'm cheating on you with her. I don't know what you've been reading into, but any sort of praise I give her is so that she continues to work there. It's purely business.
If it's purely business, then what are you off doing with her today?
What do you mean? I had her in the store. She was running everything for me. She's making sure that service was going well tonight. We wouldn't get a chance to hang out even if I wanted to.
Okay, I see how it is then. You leave one of your girls in the store as you go see another one. That's quite smart. You've really done this for a while, haven't you, Michael? You've honed these little tactics of yours. Honestly, I can't believe I chose this guy to be the one I married. We've been married for so long. I've known you ever since we were in high school. Something like this was bound to happen eventually, wasn't it?
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about you, of course. Why wouldn't you want to taste chocolate? Everyone else has chocolate sometimes, don't they? All you've had is boring or vanilla me your whole life. You just can't be satisfied with it, can you?
Huh? What are you talking about? Ice cream?
It's a metaphor. Look, let me remind you about something, buddy. There are a lot of people craving someone like me. I'd be a little bit more appreciative of what you have if I were you.
Jenny, what you're talking about right now is crazy. You know what? Look, fair enough. I get it. You're worried about things. I understand. I'm sorry if I didn't properly explain the relationship between Laura and I. I should have been more considerate. Of course you're going to view things this way. But you have my honesty right now. Nothing is going on between us. Can we put this behind us now?
Fine. But don't think that I don't still suspect you. I'm only dropping this because I don't have solid evidence yet. Don't get sloppy, though. I've got my eye on you. If you slip up even a little bit, I'm going to find out. Oh, and I'll also be watching her as well. I know a little snake when I see one. She's quite good at hiding who she really is. But she's got no idea what type of person I am. I'm quite good at spotting these types of things out.
Okay, well, that's great and everything, but let me say one thing. You're gonna be wasting your time watching Laura, if that's really what you're planning to do. She's a good person, and I know what type of life she has. You're gonna get bored before you find anything.
Don't think that's gonna dissuade me, Michael. I know you have your little tricks as well. Anyway, when you decided to ditch me today, I had nothing else to do but hang out with my friends. We've all been talking about you. They're on the same page as me. They think you're up to something.
Are you serious right now? Your friends as well?
Of course. They're not as dumb as you think they are, Michael. I choose my friends wisely. These girls know what's up.
Okay. I understand that. I'm not calling them dumb. It's just that I thought your friends and I got along really well. I can't believe that they would doubt me this way. So they think I'm up to something as well, do they?
Of course they do. You're a guy that owns his own shop. You've got that older, mature look that all the younger girls like. They're hella suspicious of you. I, for one, don't blame them.
Okay. Well, you've had enough time hanging out with them. They're probably instilling some really unhealthy ideas in your head. Do you reckon you can come home and we can have a chat? I've just had the craziest sequences of events and I need to offload onto someone, especially to you. This one concerns your father and I.
Oh, okay. Well, this is something that I want to hear.
Well, if that's the case, hurry on back home. Have you had dinner yet? I'll get something on. I know you're the one that usually cooks, but I'll do it just for tonight.
Are you kidding me? You deserve to be punished for not telling me the truth today. Don't you realize that you stood me up? I'm not gonna give you the gratitude of seeing me.
Come on, Jenny, don't play that game. Let's talk about this like we're adults. We're not in high school anymore.
What are you trying to say? That I'm childish or something? How dare you? How dare you call me that when you're just some scumbag cheater, flirting around with young women?
Oh my god, Jenny, it's not like that. Would you just listen to what I have to say already? If you let me explain what happened today, this will all make sense.
I'm not coming back there.
Fine, I get it. If you're not gonna come home for us to talk, I'll message you here. There's a reason why I couldn't see you today. I was looking forward to our date. I honestly was. You have to believe me.
Yeah, right. If you were that excited to see me, you would have been there, wouldn't you?
Jenny, come on. You know all the stuff I have to do, right? I'm always killing for a break to see you. I mean, let's face it, you've got your own job. I'm busy enough with my restaurant as it is. When there's actually a time where we can be together, you have no idea how much I want to be there. So what I'm saying is that I wanted to see you today. I want you to believe it.
Huh. If you think your little sweet words are working against me, they're not. I still think that you're a manipulative, backstabbing liar.
Well, you know what? That's going to have to do for now. So listen, let me tell you about the reason why I wasn't there today. I was getting ready this morning. I was just about to leave and meet you at the movie cinema. That's when I got a message from your dad. He was really angry at me.
Oh, he was angry, was he? Well, there's only one thing that I can say to that. It serves you right. Maybe a little bit of heat from my dad will put you in your place. Make you realize how privileged you are to be married to me.
What do you mean, Jenny? You saying I don't appreciate you staying with me? Of course I do. You're the love of my life. I've been with you for this long, haven't I? Don't you start doubting me now. Anyway, listen to me. Your dad. He wasn't happy about yesterday. Do you remember that he set me up to cook for him?
What do you mean, he set you up? You guys organized for you to cook, right? Except you weren't organized at all. You made a complete mess of it.
Are you serious right now? Are you judging my food as well?
Well, I gotta be honest, Michael. It's about time you get a reality check. I mean, me and my dad are not one of the common folk. Maybe the plebeians will enjoy your food, but we're used to the high-end stuff. Eating something that actually tastes good? You telling me that you can't cook up something that they would serve in a Michelin star restaurant?
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure I can, but at the same time, is that really the experience you want? This is meant to be a fun time between family. Not only that, but I didn't exactly have the best implements to cook something good, did I? I had to make do with what I had there.
Yeah, well, all I'm saying is that it makes sense that my dad was angry after a meal like that. You really insulted him. If we were at a restaurant, he'd be roaring his head off at you.
Are you serious right now? Your dad would actually do that? I think he really needs to calm down.
Look, you're not really in a position to tell my dad to calm down or not. You've got no idea what he's had to do. The type of life he's lived to get to the place that he is now.
You sure about that one, Jenny? Are you really sure?
Why wouldn't I be sure? He raised me, didn't he? I know all his stories.
I know. And you've told me them as well. You're telling me about your dad inheriting his father's $1 million business and turning that $1 million business into $1.5 million. The fantastic story about your father. Look, I get it. Not many guys can create that much money. I mean, $500,000? That's a lot.
Exactly. And he worked his whole life trying to work his way up to that much money. So you better have some respect for him. So, what did you tell my father when he was texting you today? I hope you apologized. If you thought he was angry yesterday, you should see him with anyone else that's not actually family.
Well, look, we argued back and forth on what happened yesterday. I'm not going to compromise on this one, Jenny. I don't feel wrong about this.
Well, you should be.
Well, I'm sorry, but I just don't. I told him how I felt. I questioned him about why he doesn't respect me. Why he has this weird hatred for me. At the end of the day, it all came down to the fact that you and I aren't having children. Not only that, but he doesn't believe that I can take over my father's business anyway. He thinks I'm just going to stay here in this little restaurant for the rest of my life. You know how long I spend working on my store, don't you? I'm not satisfied with just mediocrity. I'm really trying to aim high here. Surely you can see that.
I don't know. If you were aiming high, you would actually get there, wouldn't you? Are you sure you're trying hard enough?
Are you kidding me right now? So, now you're joining his side? What the hell? This doesn't make any sense to me. Now my wife is against me.
Well, hey, let me tell you one thing. My dad never stood me up. If I ever had a plan with him, he'd be there. I could trust him. Unlike someone who didn't even have the decency to give me a ring today.
Come on, don't blame me for that. That was entirely your father's fault. He was the one that took me away from you. I explained to him that we have plans today. He said he's never going to give me his respect unless I go there and help him.
Yeah, right. As if I'm going to believe something like that. Using my dad to hide the fact that you moved with some chick today.
Jenny, come on. Are you seriously gonna keep doubting me? I even have the chat log here if you want to see it so badly. Anyway, here's the thing. Your dad thinks that I'm not worthy of his respect until he can see me in action. He wants me doing a couple of chores around his house. He got me to do everything today. I mean everything! He's got a massive house.
He sure does, doesn't he? How about you strive to own something like that one day?
What do you think I'm doing right now? I'm not just gonna click my fingers and it just pops into existence. You gotta let me work. Anyway, he had me do all sorts of things. He got me to cook all his meals for the day. He wanted me to clean every single wall. He got me in that bathroom for 2 hours scrubbing it. Afterwards, he went to the toilet and he said that I need to clean it again. Like, seriously, is all this stuff necessary? It just sounds like this guy's on a power trip. I'm not even guaranteed that I'm going to get his respect after all of this.
Are you kidding me right now? You're going to whine about a little bit of housework? Come on. If this means that my dad starts to love you at the end of it, what's so bad about scrubbing the floor here and there? You need to show a bit more enthusiasm.
This is degrading, Jenny. It's inhumane. He's got me down there scrubbing his floors. While I'm doing that, he's telling me I'm a good boy, like I'm some sort of dog. One time he came in and chucked a sausage on the floor and said lunchtime. He actually expected me to eat that.
That's my dad's humor for you.
Can you please say something to him? Have a talk with him. Let him know how much work I'm putting into my business. Let him know that I'm not some loser that's sitting about all day doing nothing. I'm working towards something. I'm probably the type of guy that he respects. He just has to give me that chance.
Don't talk to me about you and how hard you work. You don't think I knew what happened tonight?
What do you mean what happened tonight?
Well, instead of going to the restaurant and actually carrying out the service, you decided to spend a whole day with some other girl. Then you make up this nonsense story about you helping my dad. Do you really expect my dad to like someone this irresponsible?
Are you kidding me right now? Are you seriously gonna sit there and keep doubting me? Jenny, I wouldn't make any of this stuff up. You can take a look at the scabs all over my hands and know what I was doing today.
You really are something. You've even gone as far as to give yourself some scabs. Anyway, you know what? I'm really disappointed in you today. I didn't think that you would actually stand me up like that. I'm gonna stay at my friend's house tonight. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna take the credit card and have a girls' night out. We can actually enjoy ourselves once.
What do you mean a girls' night out? I haven't heard you say that word in years now.
Right? It's about time that I've gone for one. We need to live it up big. We're gonna go to the best clubs, and we're gonna go out in style. We'll hire out a limousine. We'll buy some fresh clothes. We're gonna look absolutely gorgeous, and you're gonna sit home wondering if your wife is being a good girl or not.
Jenny, that money is not for you to use. That's money going towards the business. We made an agreement to leave that alone.
Oh my God! Like, what business? What money is there to put into the business?
It's not going anywhere. It's staying in the same place it will always be.
How about you just shut up and let me enjoy my life for once? Stop trying to control me!
Jenny, I'm telling you right now, don't you dare use that card. I've noticed you've been making a lot of purchases on it lately. Like, look at all the stuff we bought. I don't really need this. Hey, you're not ignoring me right now, are you? I'm telling you, there will be consequences if you use that card. Jenny! Jenny! Hey, Laura. I'm so sorry that it's taking me so long to contact you. I know things must have been chaotic yesterday without me. You wouldn't believe the type of things I've had to go through. It's been crazy. Anyway, I know that yesterday would have been a catastrophe. I'm going to try and pick up the pieces where I can. I'll be coming in today for the service. That being said, I'm probably not going to be there in the greatest of spirits.
Oh, hey, Michael. I was wondering when you were gonna get in contact with me. Everyone here was starting to get worried. We were all trying to contact you. We thought something might have happened. Maybe you got into a car crash or something? Anyway, you were talking about last night, and not to worry. I realized pretty early that maybe you weren't going to come in. I took the reins and everything went smoothly. Everyone got their food, and there wasn't one complaint. We did have to stay back a little bit later to do some cleanup, but that's about it. We wrote it on our timesheet, so make sure you pay us our overtime.
Hey, look, don't worry. I'm not the type of guy to overlook that type of thing. All of you will be paid properly for your work yesterday. You guys pulled it off without a hitch, huh?
We sure did. I mean, we all watched how you run the store, and all we had to do was just copy that.
Even so, that's one of our busiest nights. I can't believe you guys managed to do it without me. I'm really impressed. That's one headache off the list.
Yeah, well, what can I say? I do love a challenge. Anyway, what happened yesterday? You're not the type of guy that just ditches the store like that. I want to know what happened.
Well, look. The saga of me and my demanding parents-in-law continues. Particularly with the father.
Oh, boy. Here we go. Let's hear about the new developments, then.
Well, the dad still has no respect for me. I finally found out it's because I can't compare to the rest of his family members. Not only that, but he's this big honcho gigolo that has a ton of different girlfriends in his lifetime. I think he has more kids than I have fingers and toes. So he looks at me as inferior because I don't even have one at the moment.
Wow. This guy sounds pretty pretentious, to be honest. I mean, is that the measure of someone's value? How many girlfriends he has? He sounds like a pretty simple guy to me.
Yeah, well, I think it's pretty petty as well. Regardless, he's got a lot of pride for it. Anyway, so he's made it very clear that he doesn't have any respect for me, and that I have to earn it somehow. I thought by focusing on my business and expanding it, he might show me a bit of that respect. But he thinks that me cleaning up his house and doing massages for him is a better way to do it.
I'm sorry. What did you say? Massages?
That's right. The guy actually gets me to massage him. That's what I was doing yesterday while you guys were running around trying to cover for me. He said that he needed a massage before he goes to bed, and I need to do it properly. Anytime I tried to stop, he threatened to speak ill of me to my wife. This is someone that's already on bad terms with me. I can't do anything more to get on her bad side.
Well, does she know what's happening to you? Have you explained it to her?
Of course I have. She doesn't believe me. And even if she did believe me, she probably thinks I'm getting what I deserve. Her and I are having a lot of fights lately. I think it's not just her dad that doesn't respect me. I'm losing my wife's respect as well. That, and she started to drill a hole in my pocket.
In what way? Are you trying to say that she's using up all your money?
She's been trying to in any way possible. I think I had consecutive weeks where she was trying to buy the exact same thing. If she didn't like an item, she sold it and tried to buy another one. There's just so much pointless spending going on. I don't know when it's going to stop. I have no idea why she's doing this either. At the moment, I'm struggling to maintain good relations with my family while also maintaining the upkeep of the store. I'm telling you right now, Laura, it's driving me insane.
I can tell. You never really talked to me with this much hopelessness before. Well, if it's any consolation, anything that happens with the store, you can rely on me. I think I've gained a lot of confidence being able to manage everything yesterday. I don't want you to be worrying about that front.
Thanks, Laura. You have no idea how much of a relief it is to have someone that I can actually rely on.
Yes, so don't worry about your business. I'll do everything I can to keep it all stable. But I'm kind of worried about you and your wife. I mean, it sounds like you guys are going through something really serious right now. Is she worth all this trouble?
Wow, now you're starting to sound like my father-in-law. You're thinking I should get a divorce or something, right?
Well, I'm not thinking about something that extreme. But you should at least think about what's the reason you guys are dating in the first place, right? I mean, let's face it. It doesn't sound like you're having very good experiences with each other. You're also telling me that you barely see each other. You get worried what she gets up to in her own time.
You're not wrong about that. I mean, she is working, so I know she's spending most of her time there. And then, apart from that, she always tells me that she's with her friends. Maybe it's just me, but I don't really feel like seeing the same people every week over and over. There's only so much fun stuff we can do. She barely makes time for us to hang out. And then when we do hang out, it always turns into an argument. Maybe our marriage is starting to reach a chaotic point. I thought we were going to be happy forever.
Are you trying to tell me that there was a time where you guys were happy? I've only met you recently, so it sounds like everything is hell for you.
Believe it or not, there was a time where everything was amazing. Her and I met when we were in high school. We had that typical high school love that everyone adores.
Oh, wow. Really? I can't imagine you being such a cutie back then. I bet you bought her flowers and everything.
Yeah, well, I'll say this. When Valentine's Day came around, I had the biggest bouquet of flowers for her. I think that's the type of guy I am. If I have someone special to me, I want them to feel that way. Whenever I'm doing something for them, I'm putting my heart into it.
Well, Michael, that's just like so sweet. I wish all guys had that type of mentality.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, those happy days went by pretty fast. A couple of years in high school doesn't compare to a relationship that's lasted over 10 years and has progressed into marriage. For the longest time, it was just me and her enjoying life, getting out there in the world, trying new things. She was in university and I was learning whatever I could about the restaurant with my dad. She managed to get a very high-paying job. She's still doing that type of work now. My dad passed away and I took over the store.
Okay, so it sounds like things were going good for you, right? When did things start going bad? What caused your relationship to turn into what it is now?
Well, that's a very good question, Laura. What indeed? I guess the power dynamic is a little bit off at the moment, especially since Jenny comes from such a wealthy background. The fact that she's earning more money than me kind of puts her in the position to walk over me more. That's not to say that I don't aim to be wealthy in the future. It's still my intention to grow the store and have it all across the country. I want everyone to know the food that my dad created.
You better be careful. Your food is the reason why I'm working here. You're gonna have people all around trying to get a job at a place like this, especially if you're the one at the top.
Everyone loves a good leader, but hey, I say the more the merrier. If people want to work that much, we may as well set up business overseas. But anyway, I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. The point is, I think there is a part of my wife that still loves me. All I have to do is get her respect. I can start by getting her dad to actually start liking me. As impossible as it feels.
Sounds like you've got a lot on your plate, Michael. So how much do you have to appease this guy anyway?
Well, look, this is something that I was thinking about today. It's really good to know that you guys pulled off last night without a hitch. I'm really proud of you. But I'm gonna have to ask you to perform a miracle again.
Why is that?
Well, the guy wants me to come over next week. He says he's got a massive job for me to do. It's gonna take a long time. I just know there's no way I'm gonna get back to the store. Even if there is a chance of me coming back, I don't want to risk it. I'd rather just have people there ready in advance. You think you can prepare a lot more food as well as do the service without me?
Well, I don't know, Michael. How about we negotiate a pay raise before we do something like that?
I guess there's a caveat to having such a smart individual working for me.